Hi, kindergarten. Today we're going to read chapter 2 in Pirates Past Noon. I'm loving the book so far because we got to meet a new character already in chapter 1. Let's talk about chapter 1. What was happening outside with the weather? It was raining. So Jack and Annie go to the treehouse in their rain boots and their coats, and they talk about where they've been and what they've seen, and we have all these clues, this letter M. Somebody's name, we think. And then Jack and Annie find this book, and it looks warm and sunny and beautiful, and they make the wish, and who do they see? It's a parrot. Do you remember what Annie named the parrot? She named it Polly. And what did the parrot say? The parrot said, "Too late." Yesterday we visualized the story. We made a movie, a picture inside our mind. So even when there's not a picture in the story for us to read, we can make a picture inside our mind with our thinking voice based on what we've read with our reading voice. So we're going to visualize the story, make a movie inside our mind, and see inside our mind what's happening in the story. Chapter 2 is called The Bright Blue Sea. Are you visualizing a sea of water in your head? What color is that water? Blue, the bright blue sea. Okay, I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna use my reading voice to read what happens in the chapter. Jack felt hot sunlight streaming into the treehouse. He smelled salt water. He heard the sound of waves. He and Annie looked out the window. The treehouse was in a palm tree. Beyond was a bright blue sea, a tall ship sailing on the horizon. It was just like the picture in the book. Oh my goodness, this first part of the chapter has so many great sense words, things we see, things we hear, things we smell. So my thinking voice is thinking about all those things I just read and making a picture inside my mind. I'm seeing that bright sunlight. I'm seeing the water. What do they see in the distance? A ship. I see the ship in my brain. I smell that salt water. It smells like the ocean. And I hear those waves. Okay, let's read what happens next. "Too late," squawked Polly. "Look," said Annie. Polly was flying in circles above the treehouse. Are you visualizing it? Polly is flying around the treehouse in circles. Then she swooped down into the ocean. "Come on, let's follow her. Let's go in the water," said Annie. She took off her raincoat and dropped it on the floor. "Wait, we have to study the book first," said Jack. He started to reach for the book, but Annie grabbed it. "You can read it on the beach," she said. Without even looking at the cover, she shoved it into Jack's backpack. He sighed. Actually, the water did look wonderful. "Okay," Jack said. He took off his raincoat too. "Come on." Annie handed Jack his backpack, then started down the ladder. Jack folded the raincoat and put it next to the stack of books. He put on his backpack, then he went down the ladder too. Where are they going? They're gonna go down to the beach. As soon as Annie hit the sand, she ran toward the ocean. Jack watched her wade into the water. She was still wearing her rain boots. Oh, all of this reading is just making this beautiful picture in my mind. My thinking voice is thinking about what we just read. So in my mind, I'm seeing Jack on the beach and Annie on the beach, and then she goes where? I'm seeing Annie go into the water, and what's she wearing on her feet? I see her rain boots too in my mind. Okay, let's see what she does next. "Your boots, Annie," called Jack. She shrugged. "They'll dry out," she said. Jack took off his boots and socks. He put them beside his backpack. Then he rolled up his jeans and ran across the hot sand toward the waves. The water was warm and clear. Jack could see shells and tiny fish. He shielded his eyes against the sun and peered out at the sea. Oh gosh, my thinking voice is just going crazy right now with the visualizing what happens in the chapter. I see all these cool pictures in my mind. I'm pretending I'm Jack, and I'm looking into the water, and what do I see? I see shells, I see fish, and if I peek out, that sun is so bright, if I peek out, I can see a ship sailing in the distance. Let's keep reading. The tall sailing ship seemed a bit closer. "Where's Polly?" said Annie. Jack glanced around. No sign of Polly. Not in the palm trees, not on the sunlit sand, not over the bright blue sea. Where'd she go? I'm asking questions right now. I'm wondering the same thing Jack and Andy are wondering. I'm wondering where Polly is. Let's keep reading. When Jack looked out at the sea again, the ship seemed even closer. Now Jack could see its flag. All right, let's read the picture that we see. So does this look like what you were visualizing? The ocean and Jack and Annie are in there. She's wearing her boots and he's not. And do you see that ship? Uh-oh, I see something. It's kind of small and hard to see, but do you see that flag? What color is it? Oh, that's making me think something. Let's see if Jack saw the same thing. As he stared at the ship's flag, a chill went through him. The flag was black with a skull and crossbones. "Oh man," he breathed. He started out of the water. "What's wrong?" said Annie. She splashed after him. Jack ran to his backpack. Annie followed. He grabbed the book from his backpack. He looked at the cover. For the first time, he and Annie read the title of the book. "Yikes," said Annie. Before I even tell you what's next, think about what we read when we were learning more about pirates. Do you remember that black flag and the skull and crossbones? It's called a Jolly Roger. And so I'm thinking that that flag and the boat probably belonged to who? I know we read about that black flag belonging to pirates. Do you want to hear what the book is called? All right, let's read what it's called. The book is called Pirates of the Caribbean. So who's on this boat? Oh, I think it's pirates and they're coming closer. Oh, I thought that was so scary. I'm a little scared. I'm not sure if I want to meet any pirates. For my story timeline card today, I drew a picture of a boat with my flag. I wanted to make sure you could see that it had a skull and crossbones on it, but it's a black flag and it's getting closer and closer. Oh no, I hope you're not scared. We did a lot of really great visualizing. There was so much to see. I see the beach, I see the sun, and I see that boat getting closer. Did you see those things in your mind too? The more we practice visualizing the story, seeing it in our mind like a movie in our mind, the easier it gets to be a great reader. Hope you liked the chapter today, friends. I can't wait to read tomorrow and find out what happens next.